Hey, what's going on, everyone? I hope all is well during this pandemic quarantine shutdown that we're all faced with. Our world is seeing something that it has never seen before, and we really need God to not only bless America but the whole world at this time. As our life, as we know it, has come to virtually a halt, things are slowing down a whole lot. The human race, I like to call it. And now God has our ear. And if He don't have your ear, I would pray that you would give Him your ear right now, because we're in a moment, I believe that we're in a vital shift in our world. And if you're not positioned right, then you will probably be left behind on a lot of things that will happen in this new world that I believe that is going to transpire through all of this that we're faced with right now. See, if you're just solely caught up into the pandemic of this coronavirus, then you're really missing the point. I'm not saying don't be concerned with it. I'm not saying don't take precautionary measures to protect yourself and your family. But what I am saying is God is saying something, and we have to be in a place where we can hear Him. Now wouldn't be a bad time to find out if you ever wondered who God is and what He's really about. Now wouldn't be a bad time to kind of see see what He's about, because He's real, and I believe that He allows certain things in our lives to get our attention. I believe that the world was headed to destruction. I believe that it's so much uh, that's going against His word in our world right now, and He really has gotten fed up with it. And I believe that He has to do certain things to shake us up. And sad to say, a lot of people still won't get it. A lot of people will still live their lives as if nothing ever happened. But for those that are mindful and those that are smart, they will reconsider how they're living and try to turn things around in this moment. And I believe that if we don't listen now, it may be our last time. If you were to leave here today, tomorrow, next week, where would you be for the next eternity? Where would you spend your eternity? And it's real. I know a lot of things are happening. Stock market crashing, people losing money, investments. And yes, that is devastating, but there's more to life than things and money, because a lot of things that money can buy right now, we can't even get to them. So that should be a signal right there to know that money doesn't mean everything. When we leave here, we won't be able to take it with us. I heard of somebody say, I've never seen a bank or a safe uh, right behind a hearse. It can't go with you, people. It can't. I remember years ago, I was laying across my bed and I had fallen asleep. And I was in this dream. And in this dream, there was this rocking chair that I was sitting in. And on the back of it was a price tag, a couple $100. And I remember thinking in my dream, man, this is much more valuable. It's worth more than the price tag. And I thought to myself, I could get way more money for this rocking chair if I sold it. And I woke up out of my sleep to greater salvation. And I always knew what being saved meant, but that term salvation was not really used in my vocabulary. And I knew it was something divine. I knew it was something God was trying to tell me. So I woke up and I jumped out of my bed and I looked it up in the dictionary. And salvation simply means saving of one's soul. essentially God was telling me that salvation is way more important than money. And from that day forward, I looked at money in a whole nother light. It's not all about that. Because if a man gains the whole world but loses his own soul, then what good is his money? So we shouldn't be focused on those things right now, people. We should be focusing on this moment, trying not to miss out on this shift that's taking place not only in our country but in our world. Now is the time. Things are slowing down. You have time to get in touch with your spiritual side. Men, I'm calling you out to be that leader of your home, to get your family together, because you're the head of that home spiritually, and you must lead. Read to your children words of God, that they may never turn away from it. These moments are so critical right now. We can't miss out on them, people. I just want to talk about 3 things today. PPE, and we all understand that in the medical field as, protection, equipment that protects us from viruses, illnesses, all types of things when we treat patients. But I'm not talking about that PPE today, people. I'm talking about the first P will be to pray. Now is the time to pray like we never prayed before. In your home, in your closet alone, you must cover your people right now. It's vital, because we're living in a time that nobody knows how much time we have left. And I remember being a teenager thinking, God, I got time to get myself together. I'm still young. I still got things I want to do. I'm not ready to surrender yet. Man, am I so glad that I gave it up. I realized that I really didn't have that time. I really didn't have time to get myself together, and you don't either. Times are critical right now. So praying is vital right now, people. Getting to know who God is. If you've never picked up a Bible, hey, I would encourage you, just kind of see what it's about. God is love. I would never force anything on anybody, but I know what he's done for me. It's been amazing, and he'll do the same for you. He's not a respecter of person. Look at our world and look what we're faced with now. Our authority figures, the government officials, they don't know what to do. But God has everything in control. He knows the end before the beginning. He's already formulated a plan to end this. It's just a season that we're in. So as winter comes and goes, then summer comes. So as this coronavirus, it shall be over soon. It's just a season. And I want to talk about that second P, which is planning. Planning is vital right now, people, because we have nothing but time right now to plan. Come up with ideas. Come up with ideas that will lead you to a better life once this quarantine is over. But you must plan right now for those things with this time given, because the race is real. The human race is real. And when we get back in it, we may not ever have this time again. The last letter is E, and that's execution. We must execute on the things that we planned in order for us to see that thing happen. But I would just say, people, see what's happening. Don't be naive. Just don't get caught up into believing that it's all about the coronavirus. It's way deeper than that. Keep your sanity. I know it's hard in the house all day. Plans are disrupted. Schedules out of whack because you're not used to things happening the way they're happening now. But if we focus more on who God is, those other things will come together. Don't miss out. Distractions will come because they want you to miss out on this moment. I would encourage you to stay focused. Remember, God is in control and we will get out of this. But be one of those people that will come out strong, sound spiritually, changed, renewed. Focus on salvation, not on things of money, because you can't take those things with you. Thank y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me. Hit the like button, because I will continue to put out these videos as long as God allows me to, and hopefully to touch as many people as I can through His truth. Thank you.